Hey everybody, I just wanted to give a little update as far as what's going on in relation to the game department and all those things. From my end, there's not a lot that has changed. I still have not received my phone back. The game department has 5 of my trail cameras. They've not contacted me. I've not received a charge. None of that. There's nothing that's happened as far as that goes. The one thing that keeps continuing is the slander and the harassment and that stuff has still continued. They went a week ago, called one of my landowners, called her just to say, hey, did you know Brandon's suing the game department? I don't have an active lawsuit going on. I don't have a lawyer for a lawsuit for any of that. It's just a lie. Now, with everything that's going on and as this continues, I'm not going to say that coming down the road that one might happen. Very well may, as it should. But there is not a lawsuit against the game department from me right now. But they want to go ahead and spend the time and taxpayer dollars that's what they've got to go call the landowner on to say, hey, do you know Brandon's suing the game department? I mean, get out of here with this. It's ridiculous. They just keep going and keep going and keep going and push the limits of what they can get away with. They do not care. That's what I've said to everybody before is they do not care and they're going to keep pushing the limits. One thing I did just stumble across and learn about what they're doing with your phones and the reasons why they're taking the phones now. So just learned this in the past 24 hours is they're taking a phone. So they'll go to a magistrate to get a warrant for your phone. They're not going to a DA. They're not going to the Commonwealth Attorney. They're not doing any of that. They're going to a magistrate. And with mine, for instance, they did it on New Year's Day. And then another one I know of, they went to them on Easter Sunday to go get a warrant. And I'm sure they're filling people when they're getting these warrants to do this. Here's the thing about a warrant. A warrant is not open-ended, that it exists forever, you can go look into whatever, you can do whatever you want. But that's what they're using it for. So they're taking, to get a warrant for your phone, they'll get the warrant for your phone to say, all right, there was a violation that occurred allegedly 2 months ago. So I'm going to get a warrant for the phone because that phone's going to prove what they committed 2 months ago. Okay. So you get that. The way that needs to be is that you're looking back, not forward. You get the phone warrant on that day and you're looking backwards. What they're doing right now is they're taking that warrant for your phone. So let's say you've got an iPhone. You get a phone and game department comes and takes it. So you go get a new phone. That phone number is still attached to that same old phone that you had. So if there's Wi-Fi service, they're going to get your messages, they're going to get your emails, they're going to get all of that. They're taking that to do surveillance on you moving forward. Moving forward. It's basically like having a wiretap on what you do in the future. That is unconstitutional, it's not right, and it cannot happen. Cannot happen. They can't take and use that warrant as an open-ended thing to come after you for years. As long as they want. Just to keep taking and monitoring every step of what you do. That's what they're doing right now. So I've had a bunch of people reach out to me with similar stories that they've had going on with the game department. And I appreciate everybody reaching out to me. I'm going through all of these right now. And we're going to keep putting those videos out with these other stories. In the meantime, what I want people to do is you can go ahead, I'm going to put the link in this post to where you can go and file with Internal Affairs if you've had an issue that's happened with the game department, where they've overstepped their bounds, where they've abused their authority in certain areas, and file that with Internal Affairs. What I've heard and seen from a lot of these people, a ton of this is going on out of the same office. All these guys out of the Charles City office in Virginia here are all doing the same things that are unconstitutional. So I'm going to post that link in here. You can go on to that link. It'll ask you how you want to do it. There'll be an option for an officer complaint. You can click on that for the officer complaint. And then on the next section, it'll say option 1 to have a direct supervisor contact you. And then option 2 is to do it directly with internal affairs. Do it directly with internal affairs. Don't do it with that office because there's enough crooked things going on in that office. Do it with internal affairs. You can click on that, do that, and let's get those submitted with that office and, hope that changes are made. Once again, I really appreciate all the support and everybody that's reached out to me to tell me their story and what they've been through. Guys, this is what it's going to take. It's going to take all of us coming together and keep moving the needle on this and keep this process going. If anybody has any issues with submitting these with internal affairs, please reach out to me. Let me know. If you've had issues with that, I'll do whatever I can to help on that front. And again, if you had a story of what you've been through with the game department, again, reach out to me. I'm going to get all these stories out, and together we're going to make a change, guys.